things have not been going as I planned since we got back from our trip. Some of you saw over on Instagram that we took a trip to Colorado. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over to Deep Roots Family and follow us, and you can see more real-time things what we're doing. But we went on our trip, and when we got back, I spent the whole day cleaning my kitchen because it was kind of a disaster when I left. And then my plan was to make a video today and get it out for you. It is almost the end of the day and I have not got the video done. And the reason for that is because after I cleaned the kitchen really nicely, this morning I got up, I had some change in my pocket from our trip, and I have like a money jar that I keep in this shelf, and I went to grab it off the shelf and it was full, and I didn't expect it to be so heavy. I don't think my hands were wet, but the whole thing came crashing down. Broke the jar, money went everywhere, and I cried. So, I have spent no less than 4 hours cleaning that up. I mean, the thing shattered all over, everywhere. So, luckily, this cabinet sits here. Emma keeps her kombuchas up there. I have a jar of like continuous brew kombucha right there. That jar was right there. It could have fallen on this kombucha and that would have been a bigger mess because the kombucha would have spilled. But the jar did not touch that. It hit just shy of that. So it shattered. I had to clean the floor, vacuum everything, wipe everything. I know we're going to find glass still. There's no possible way I got it all. Anyway, all that to say, I do have something I want to share with you, but this is going to be a really short, quick video so that I can get it out for you guys. Let's go outside. I got these garden shoes. They're pretty dirty right now, but I just got them. I really like them because all last summer I wore muck boots all summer, and that's just way too hot. But our property is so it's got so much rough terrain, and even in the summer it rains a lot, so there's a lot of mud. And I was like, not able to wear just regular shoes around the property. Not to mention, of course, anytime you're around cows and goats, there's bound to be poop involved. So I got these really cute little things off Amazon. They're really comfortable. You can wear them with or without socks. And so that's my latest find. Now we're going to go visit with the cows. Side note, Gabriel bought his very first car. It runs but does not drive at the moment. It is super cheap and he has a project to work on. Cows are enjoying their grazing. But, oh, what's that? There's our Poppy and our Beulah. But what is that? There's something new. Hi. How are you? I miss Beulah Bell. Hi. Yeah. We got a new cow. This is Aurora. Aurora is our new registered Guernsey cow. We picked up Aurora basically the day before we left on our trip, and we were in a super hurry. The people we bought her from, they live in Washington, and there's rules about getting cows across the state line, and so they had to do all these things, and they just couldn't get them done. And we were talking to them for probably a good 4 weeks, but we finally got her, and it was just like a whirlwind getting her home, getting her settled with the baby, which you'll see in a minute. She does come with a baby, so that's good. I was really glad for that. And then let's see what else. Aurora is half a cow. What that means is she has 2 dry quarters. People call them dead quarters also, meaning they don't produce milk. So, why would we get this cow, you may ask? Sometimes I wonder that myself. We haven't had her very long, of course. But, Beulah, I don't have anything for you. What she does for us is she's had 5 babies in 6 years, and I can't get Beulah pregnant. So whether or not she produces a lot of milk for us right now, Aurora will hopefully make me a Guernsey baby, or more than one eventually. We got her super cheap because she's half a cow. And if I can get her pregnant, then I can sell babies. And so even though, let's see, right now we're getting about 1.5 gallons a day from her. And Beulah is making a gallon-ish. A few times she made 1.5 gallons. So it's fairly comparable milk-wise. I like Beulah's milk better. Shh, don't tell her. But it will get us through poppy calves in August, and we'll have more milk then. I guess that's about it. Welcome to our craziness. If you like our craziness, please subscribe and click the little notification button, and you'll get notified every time we make a new video. Hopefully I'll be getting to some really neat content pretty soon. It's just taking me a while to get there. Not everything works out in the same time as I think it's going to work out. Many of you may know that we owned a property in Colorado in a little town called Beulah, hence the name Beulah Belle. And the town we lived in Colorado for most of my life was Aurora, Colorado. So this cow is registered as Aurora. Beulah is registered as Dairyman's Coin Lucia. I didn't like that. Sometimes I wish I'd kept it Lucy. That would be fun. But when we got her, I decided I really wanted this name that meant something. And so I named her Beulah Belle. That's just what we call her, not her registered name. Aurora was actually registered Aurora. And I forget the first part of her name. The first part's always the farm bred her mom and got her. And then the dad's name. And then whatever they decide to name her. But it was already Aurora, and I thought that was pretty special. One of the reasons I pursued the cow in the first place. But anyway, fun connections. Look how majestic those animals are. Some sheep hanging out, laying down, some goats. If you pay attention, there's a lot more sheep there than there used to be. We got 1, 2, 3 new ones last week before we left on our trip. And this is Aurora's calf, Rosie. She is 2 months old, and Emma is training her to, well, first of all, be tame and halter trained, right? Is it hard? Yeah. And then eventually, what are you gonna do with her?
Teach her to pull a card.
That's right. Rosie is half Guernsey and half Longhorn. We don't know if we're going to raise her up for a meat cow or a milk cow, maybe for somebody else. But for now, the kids are working on training her. And that way she can be handleable and maybe even pull a cart. Hi, Rosie.